show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Bass in your face.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to an impromptu live right here on Common Sense with Jose Negron. Good evening, good morning, USA. Good morning, Marty. I'm not going to stay long. Okay, what I'm going to do is this is going to be a short stream to give you my reaction. What happened? Yesterday when Donald Trump spoke at the conference of Black journalists. Okay. Unfortunately, his remark has gone viral. Okay. Good morning, Gigi. Thank you very much for stopping by. And before I continue, let me just state that both Gigi and Marty have their YouTube channels. So what I'm going to ask you to do, if you have not done so, show some love to them, check out their content, and subscribe to the channels. Okay. Now, of course, everyone is talking about what happened this week at the National Convention of Black Journalists, of which Donald Trump was hit with some questions. Okay. Now, I actually saw the videotape, and in my opinion, there was nothing hostile regarding the questions. I mean, the questions were in regards to remarks that Donald Trump had made, first of all, regarding minorities, second of all, regarding the current vice president, referring to her as a DEI hireling, which is, I believe, diversity, equity, and I forgot what the I stand for. Well, immediately Donald Trump got very emotional. He got very upset, and he started arguing. Okay. In all fairness, I did not see. Okay, I would have phrased the questions maybe a little bit differently, but nevertheless, the questions that were raised, in my opinion, were legit questions. Okay, and this is the thing: if you are running for the highest office in the land, okay, thank you, highest office in the land, you have to be prepared to answer questions, and sometimes the questions are going to be uncomfortable questions. And then it's up to you as a politician to try to, how to answer the questions without getting into a tirade with the moderator. Okay. I will be talking more about this when I do my stream Saturday night regarding the question, is Donald Trump afraid of debate Kamala Harris? Okay, I get it. He's going to react the same he reacted. Okay, but like I said, this is the thing. And again, I think what gets lost in the whole thing is that when you are someone's running for political office, you need to be able to respond to whatever questions. Even if you personally feel that the questions asked are inappropriate, there are other ways to deal with it. You could have just simply said, well, he could have simply said that I just refused to answer the question, or he could have given his spin, okay, things of that nature. But you know, for him to talk smack like that, okay, uh, it was just inappropriate. And again, I could have, if it was me, I would have phrased the questions a little differently. Okay. Okay, I understand. I get it. I get it, Gigi. Okay, now let me just say, I think everybody should be treated the same standard, whether it be Democrat or Republican. Okay, if it was Kamala Harris being asked regarding why she put so much emphasis of putting black people in prison for long sentences, she needs to answer that question as well. Okay, and again, anyone that's running for political office has to be prepared to answer all type of questions or respond to type of questions. And he could have just simply say, you know what, I'm not going to answer the question. Okay. Um, I actually saw it. I actually saw it, and I don't think she wasn't all that condescending. I mean, she did ask, in her opinion, a legit question. Okay. And again, the way Donald Trump could answer it is simply not answer the question or just giving a response, whatever it may be. Even if the man, even if it's not plausible, okay, he could have given a different response. Okay. But the fact of the matter is, members of the Trump campaign, as we keep referring to Kamala Harris, is a DEI candidate. Okay. First of all, whatever you might feel about Kamala Harris, okay, the fact of the matter is she did become attorney general, she did become senator, she did become vice president. Okay, um, if you want to think that she got the position through other means other than merit, you're perfectly fine. Okay, you know what? I will concede that to Trump. What she should have done, was simply welcome him to and thank him for speaking. I will give you that. Okay. I would have started out by thanking him, and then I will ask my questions. Okay. But I will give you that. Okay. But again, but the fact, okay, again, like I said before, whenever you say anything, sooner or later, of course, I agree. I agree. She should have thanked Donald Trump for appearing. She should have said hello. I will agree with you 100%. As far as whether she was condescending, we're just gonna ha- we're gonna just have to agree to disagree. That's all. Okay. But I think it's just as Donald Trump felt it was the questions asked to him was condescending. It was just as condescending referring to Kamala Harris as a DEI hire. It is just as insulting. Okay. And again, if you disagree with what she says or what she believes, that's fair. Okay. But fairness is fairness. I'll grant you, she should have started out by saying thank you and welcoming her to the panel before she asks her questions. Yeah. Well, okay, let me just say this. If it was me, I would have said thank you very much uh, for appearing on the panel. I don't want to welcome him panel, and then I would ask my questions. I would have phrased the question a little bit differently, but in my opinion, in my opinion, okay, these were questions which everyone was raising. Again, I would have phrased it a little differently, but it had to be raised. But just as Donald Trump felt that it was condescending to ask those questions, it is just as condescending to refer to Kamala Harris as a DEI hire. Okay, which goes to show that this campaign is going to get very messy. Okay. As far as him being the best president for Black people, I would prefer left the African American community to make that statement for them. I'm not part of the African American community, so therefore I'm not going to assume that I speak for them. They can, okay, I'm sure there are members of the African American community that do agree with that statement. There are others that don't. But this whole notion that Kamala Harris would be the first Black female president, she's mixed. Okay, so let's keep it clear. It was unfortunate the way it went down. Yeah, I gotta admit, in some way, he is funny. Okay, and I'm sure there's going to be a Saturday night skit regarding what happened. But the bottom line, Donald Trump could have responded more eloquently than that. Okay, and that is my point of view. And unfortunately, it's part of this thing where we are not able to agree when we disagree. Okay, so one thing I will ask when it comes to those who support Donald Trump or Kamala Harris, can we at least try to be agreeable when we disagree? Okay. In my opinion, it's going to happen. Unfortunately, whoever is going to become the first woman is going to go through hell, because there's going to be a huge amount of expectations and unreasonable expectations that will be placed on whoever becomes the first lady president. But time will tell. Okay. Well, I'm sure there's going to be more skits, but then again, everyone isn't. Let me just make it perfectly clear. Okay. I would like to let you people know that there are countries that have elected women leaders. Okay, you have Angela Merkel of Germany. You have Indira Gandhi of India. You have Golda Meir from Israel. You have Carlos Aquino from the Philippines. You have Perón of Argentina. Okay, I'm gonna address it right now. This is the problem. This is the problem. And this is something where Biden screwed up big time. Okay. First of all, I have no problem helping people that are in need. But that does not mean that we neglect our own people. And if anyone should get the help that's needed, should be our own citizens first. That has always been in my state. That's always been my belief. We should help whoever we can, but there's only a limit to what we can do. We cannot save the entire planet. Okay. Okay. In all fairness, Gigi, my state is so blue that it'll be more likely that Donald Trump act like a quiet boy. Okay. It's never gonna happen. Okay. It's never gonna happen. New York will never vote red. Okay. I mean, the last time New York voted red was in '84 when Reagan was running for re-election. But in any case, those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Of course, all of you are more than welcome to enter your comments after this little stream is over. I'm sure there's going to have people that's going to disagree with me with everything I said, and that's perfectly fine. I have no problem with that. Okay. Some of them are going to have to, look, like it or not, some of them is going to have to be deported, okay? Whether it be because they committed criminal activity, whether it be because they outstay their visas, some of them will have to go, okay? But how do you fix it? See, the way you fix the immigration problem is, first of all, you hire more immigration judges to deal with the backlog, number one. Number two, you hire more people to keep their eye on the border, to make sure that no one enters the country illegally. And then you fix the immigration process to be more fair and equitable, that a person coming from Latin America will have the same opportunity as someone arriving from India. Okay, that's how you deal. Marty, in all fairness, New York is not going to become red anytime soon, unless the Republican Party comes up with this almost Jesus-like person. That's about the only way that I can see New York becoming red. Other than that, no way. Okay. But in any case, I just want to give you my point of view. I'm sure you're going to have your comments after the stream is over. Okay? And again, I have no problem with you disagreeing with me. Okay? I'll acknowledge it. And we'll just say, you know what? We're going to agree to disagree. Okay. I'm going to tell you why my issues about voting red this time. And I would suggest that you look up Agenda 47 and Project 2025, which would do away with labor rights for thousands of federal and municipal employees. And if that happens to them, state and local employees are next. That alone is the reason why I'm not voting red. Okay? As a second generation union employee who values unions, okay. All I'm going to say is look up Project 2025 and Agenda 47. That's all. And if you hold on to the beliefs that you hold on to, believe, I respect your choice. Okay. I think we invited far too many of these migrants or refugees or asylum seekers or whatever you want to call these people nowadays. We allow too many of these people in this city, in this state. Okay. And again, this is something that Joe Biden brought this upon us. This is something that Kamala Harris is going to have to address whenever Donald Trump, if he ever decides to debate with her regarding this, because Kamala Harris did have a hand in regarding the situation where my state of New York is going through. No, there's no easy fix. There is no easy fix. But I think what we can do is this. Put aside our differences and let's work together to try to come up with a solution that we all can live with. That's the only way that I can see this resolving itself. Okay, January 6th was not a hoax. I mean, basically, it was an attempt to try to interfere with the change of power. So there was no hoax. But again, you're all more than welcome to express your point of views. And I'm sure I'm going to have comments that's going to disagree with everything that I say. And that's perfectly fine. So with that being said, I'm going to look, the fact of the matter is many countries are struggling to deal with their immigrant situation, not just the UK, not just this country. Okay. Now, Mike, this is a question that no one is asking. Why aren't some of our Latin American nations are not doing their part to try to take in some of these people? Why is it always left to the United States to save the whole world? We cannot do it. We can't even take care of our own people. But with that being said, I appreciate the interaction. I appreciate it. And I'll be looking forward to the comments. And I'm sure I'm going to get some comments which will disagree. But you know what? That's okay. This is not an echo chamber. This is where everyone, and I repeat, everyone has a right to express their point of views. So with that being said, I just want to wish you all a very, let me just check this. You know what? That is a very good question. I wish someone can come up with a very good answer. Maybe if that was the case, you wouldn't have so many people trying to come to the United States in the first place. But I mean, this has been a question that's been going on for years, and unfortunately, no one's going to have a resolution to it. Well, in any case, I'm going to call this a day. I just want to thank all of you for the interaction. Thank you. And you know what? Even if we disagree, the fact that we can discuss this as adults, it's a good thing. So with that, I'm going to call this a day. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you again real soon. Take care and have a blessed day.